What's up, everyone? Episode of the Heel Hookers podcast, episode 202. We are back with an absolutely incredibly awesome episode. Stacked out UFC Apex. Let's go! We know everybody is so excited for this one coming up. Main event: Roman Dolidze versus Anthony Hernandez.
Okay, I will say I am excited about the fight.
Yes.
Not that the fight itself is huge, but I really like to watch Fluffy fight.
Yes.
He is on such a good streak right now at 7 wins in a row. And middleweight is a bit, just jammed up. And he is just willing to keep active and fight who they put in front of him. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so I feel like he is just trying to rack up these wins while they settle whatever they got going on at the top. And he is soon going to be undeniable if he keeps winning these fights. You know what I mean?
That is 100%. For sure.
So that's the one thing I will say that I am just excited about this. And then even for him, it's like he is now just racking up these or trying to rack up some 5-round fights and experience because this will be his second one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm just all those things. While it's not a huge fight, it's not the most meaningful. I am excited for it, and I'm just happy to see Fluffy back in here against a solid guy too.
Yes.
Slowly moving up the rankings and just improving in his competition.
Yes. Fluffy is cooking, doing his thing, taking on Roman Dolidze, who is the A side in this fight, which is kind of funny. 3-fight win streak for Roman against varying level of weight and competition skill level. It's with the state of MMA right now in 2025, and you look at his 3-fight winning streak. It's really not too fantastic. You know what I mean?
No, it's
nothing screams title contender at all.
I don't know. You got 2 former title challengers right on it, that 3-fight winning streak.
2024 Anthony Smith doesn't count, and neither does 2025 Marvin Vettori.
2 former title challengers.
Yeah, but we're talking
Anthony Smith fight was on 3 weeks notice or something like that too. That was
because he was supposed to actually fight Fluffy June 1st of last year, and then that ended up getting canceled. So Anthony Smith then it got pushed back by a couple weeks. But either way, I say it doesn't count because they're at these points just really past that title challenger level.
Oh yeah,
super former title challengers.
Yes. Smith is now retired. Vettori is just progressively looking worse, honestly, at this point. And Kevin Holland should never fight at 185 pounds against anyone near a ranking.
And then also with that, it was a rib injury. It's not like it was because of Roman or because he, did something. It just freak rib injury.
Yeah, exactly. So Roman, he's been doing his thing in a while, but he has never put it together enough to be that guy towards the top of the division. And it's one of those things where it is kind of crazy where Fluffy is at just in the division ranking wise and just even just respect and everything, you know what I mean? But like you said, he's fighting anyone they put in front of him. He's now starting to stack up these main event spots, which is only going to get more eyes on him, even if they're in Apex where nobody's going to be watching or it's not going to get much coverage. And at some point, all of these guys at the top are going to fight each other, and then it's going to be who's next. 10-fight winning streak Fluffy. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
At a point, he will be undeniable.
And that's what I'm saying. He keeps winning these fights. He's just racking them up. Because it's now, if he does beat this one, then his last 4 wins will be Roman Kopylov, Michel Pereira, Brendan Allen, and then Roman Dolidze. All back-end guys, but it's you can literally only move up from there.
Yep.
And with that is 4 guys that's ranked. That's more wins than some of the guys in the top have, even if it is the back-end, just general rankings at this point.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's good for him to keep active like this when you're in a jammed fucking division.
No, yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry,
that wasn't saying anything.
Because with Fluffy, man, it's this dude. I do overall wonder of what the high level of what the high point is gonna be from him, where he is actually gonna make it and kind of get stopped out at. because I do kind of have the feeling that he, like, I don't think he's gonna grab a title, and it's like I feel like it's probably gonna be like somewhere around the top 5. But the people that are not there, and clearly not there, and someone like Roman Dolidze, in my opinion, the pressure that Fluffy puts on these motherfuckers is just ridiculous. And against Michel Pereira, what he was able to do and keep up over 5 rounds until just absolutely breaking him.
Right.
Like,
because that's what I was gonna say is that, like, on the numbers, he lands 4.5 per minute, has a 63% accuracy, and only absorbs 2.6 per minute. So like, he is just defensively sound. He doesn't get hit very often, and he puts on, like you said, just a pressure that most people cannot hang with.
Yep.
I feel like his biggest issue is gonna be what hurt him in the Kevin Holland fight so many years ago. Is it's just gonna be the body, because you could tell that he's still soft there, but like he does better at keeping it covered, staying out of the way, and mixing it up when he needs to, because his grappling is also just very good. His submission threats are incredible. You know what I mean? That it's just gonna take the right person, like a fucking RDR slamming some knees into that belly. But I agree that he's gonna probably hit top 5. He should. He's a very good fighter.
Yeah, I was thinking like 9 to 6. That's the range where I think he gets stopped out at. It's like, this is where he belongs. It's 6 to 9, like that right there. I think a lot of the guys in the top 5 are going to end up being able to kind of deal with that weakness. You know what I mean? Like with the body shots and all that, it's a lot easier for a lot of those guys to be able to find that shot. But also, like, speaking to the grappling and the pressure, you got Fluffy out here, averaging 6.27 takedowns per 15 minutes on top of the 4.5 strikes landed per minute. So that is a lot to deal with, especially at middleweight.
Yeah, that is an insane rate of grappling to just be that consistent with what you're scoring. You know what I mean?
Right, and also with a basically 2 submission average per 15.
Yep.
The striking, he's been putting it together, getting way better, and because that's where it's. I don't even think that it should, like, because he's obviously very body, he's weak, but that's where it's like I don't even necessarily think that it's gonna necessarily it's gonna be someone with like a body shot where it's like, oh, that's where it just he loses or something. I do just feel like people in the top are just gonna be overall better, especially just in the striking and dealing with just like that kind of that like face forward pressure, because it's like he's obviously just going, he's nonstop, but it's like it's not like he has the cleanest grappling, the cleanest takedown. So it's like you're able to defend it, get him like back into the striking. You can easily land some shots on him to put him like what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, because with you saying, Ginger, of like, oh, gonna like 6 to 9 spot over the next like 2 years, you know what I mean? It's like Whitaker's probably gonna like be out. Like,
that's what I was gonna bring up.
He's gonna be out pretty soon. Like there are gonna be some of these people like at the top that are like gonna start getting pushed back overall. That it's gonna. I feel like it's just gonna be the Hamza, DDP, RDR, Nasruddin, Kaio. Like I feel like those are kind of just guys where it's gonna end up that is just gonna be above him.
Well, with Whitaker's already at number 7, so he's already pushed out the top 5. Izzy, no, that's for sure. It just is one of those things, though, where we've already seen Reiner, with the knees, and he's able to put on pressure himself. We haven't seen him have to defend takedowns yet, but that grappling would be very interesting to watch. Hamzat, Fluffy's going to have to defend the takedown. In that fight. Sean Strickland is very hard to take down. Nasruddin very hard to take down. Then also Caio Borralho, like, more than likely hard to take down because not a lot of people have really tried it from memory. So
yeah, no, like there's definitely some fights for sure, and that's where it's like because having them at number 10, you know what I mean? Just feel like as of right now should even be higher, but it's like aside from the people of just being like, oh, think that he's gonna win, it's like Roman, obviously he's fighting now, feel like he's gonna be able to get the win, would favor him against Jared. At this point I'd honestly favor him against Whitaker. I feel like just the overall pressure, I feel like he'd be able to do enough to get it done. And it's like Izzy and Sean, like I feel like he probably gets it done over both of them as well. It's feel like it's just the kind of newer generation of fighters, you know what I mean? just like at that higher level proven that are going to be the ones to beat him?
I was gonna say, like, with like him, I definitely would be interested in seeing him in like, the Izzy fight, the Sean fight, the Nasruddin fight, especially if he does keep racking up these wins, getting different styles, and just like looking good throughout it and improving. Because he's only 31 years old. Like, I would like to see him in the mix, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna count him out, But I'm like, I don't know if he like I said, necessarily grabs the belt, because like that's where like things get really rough at the very top.
Yeah.
But I do think that he could be a top 5 guy.
Because like, do you think if he goes out there and gets it done over Dolidze, that like Whitaker like someone that he could end up matched up next?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they're gonna do Whitaker, Brendan Allen. That's. I just feel like that's something that they're gonna be looking to do. Like that's where my head goes for Whitaker. I think if anything, they might see if Izzy's interested.
Izzy's been talking about fighting Sean for a while, and like I don't know. I feel like everything with it's just towards the end, you know what I mean? Just coming back or not, and then it just wants to fight Strickland. So I don't think he's interested at all with fighting a pressure grappler. You know what I mean? That's
right.
I feel like he wants to fight a striker and someone that and Sean that he can get a win back over. You know what I mean?
I mean, shit. Do you think he fights the loser of Nasruddin Kaio?
That's also very possible for sure. Like, so like
I feel like that'd be a perfect spot for him, because if it's let's say it's Nasruddin, right? Nasruddin probably drops to what, 4, and then you already bump Kaio up to round 3. So, yeah,
that's definitely. But because it's the winner. Will be in that like area around Whitaker, or the loser of that fight would be in the area more than likely around Whitaker. So just general kind of place that he'll get off of a win. But with the fight itself though, I do feel like obviously Dolidze, he's got some very he's a decent striker, you know what I mean? Got like some power, but like I feel like he's just gonna be a step behind Fluffy the entire fight.
Yeah. Do you think Fluffy can get the finish?
I'm not sure, honestly.
He's getting a triangle, or he's getting a dark Anaconda Ninja, some variation of that type of forward, like front choke, Yeah,
I was gonna say I know that finished before, but
he's getting sub.
It's not like his losses are to guys that are big finishers either way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That feels kind of unlikely to me, honestly.
Yeah, but it'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome. I just don't think he will.
Yeah, with just saying of like all the, just where the division's at. You know what I mean? Just kind of thing. It's shit like this where getting that finish helps push you forward. RDR and Whitaker, going into it, talking, they need that big win. You know what I mean? And like to try and get the finish to leapfrog, for the title and stuff. It's Nasruddin and Kaio both understand that if they can get a finish, that puts them in a better position. You know what I mean? That's when you got a whole lot of contenders doing stuff. You really just need that person that's going to shine with the performance.
No, yeah, for sure. All I'm saying is that I'm just not going to be surprised if at some point Roman gets a little tired and sloppy and is like, I'm going to shoot, and his neck is out, and Fluffy grabs it up. That's all.
If it happened in the first 3 rounds, I'd be surprised. But
but this is a 5-round fight.
Yes.
And
but it's like I do see like later on in the fight, you know what I mean? It definitely has the potential, because I don't think Roman's ever gone 5, right?
He went 5 with Marvin in his last fight.
I was about to say Marvin.
True. But I don't know.
He also went 5 with Nasruddin.
Damn, that's crazy. Roman out here with 2 main events. What the fuck?
Yep.
Yeah.
I was about to say, about to be in his 3rd.
Either way, let's go, Fluff Dog. Hopefully he can make it 8 in a row and just become a real player in the division. Keep that into the fun. We don't need someone that's lost a whole bunch of guys already at the top, or even ranked lower than him, you know?
Yeah.